So I'm Helga da Rocha Barcelos, and I'm also very thankful for being invited to participate here in this program. Thank you very much.
Can you tell me where you live?
I live on Pico Redondo, São Bento. I am from São Bento and from the lovely city of Angra do Heroísmo, Terceira Island.
So you and your sisters own a company that specializes in meat and dairy production. Is that right?
Yes, we didn't start with the companies, so we have a background as farmers. And I have to say that the thing that we must love is our cows and my father's history as a farmer. And yes, nowadays we have Quinta dos Açores. It is a company where we work our milk and also we work the meat of all the Azores, so we weigh meat in the different islands. And it is a proud for us because I think that we made the dream of my father, that was to work meat with quality and milk with quality, trying to take the Azorean brands and name to other countries.
How long has the company been involved with the student exchange program?
We did a first exchange, I don't remember very well the year, because it was someone gave me a phone call, can you receive a student, it's from Fresno University, and he wants to learn a little bit about meat. And I said, okay, no problem, we can receive. And he was there, I think, for 1 month with us, working in the factory to understand how it worked. Last year, I received again a message if I could receive 4 students, and then I was directly involved with the students. They were amazing 4 kids with lots of interesting things to learn. They want to learn more, and I think that now we are going to the 2nd year. It's the 3rd, but it was an experience, a good experience, and that I can feel that I'm doing for someone what I would like someone to do for me when I was trying to figure out what would I do with the milk, what would I do with the meat. And it's good that I can help people to understand other way of working, because in America everything is big. They can find here how smaller things work, the sustainability, how to do it in a particular way that the Azoreans do. So it's good for me to make them feel this experience also.
So what does a typical day look like for a Fresno State student who comes here?
In the group of the companies, they are connected to the agriculture, so it's everything to do with our business, and they can go to different places. So they can go to the milk factory and see how we produce. So they can be making cheese and they go to make cheese. They can be making ice cream and they go to make ice cream. They can make cottage cheese, fresh cheese. So they work in the factory, in the milk factory. In the other week, and if they are 4, I don't like them, the 4, to go to the same place. It's good to separate for them to have the good experience. And the other 2 can go to the meat part. So they can receive the animals. The animals come already dead in carcass. I don't know how to say it in English, in carcass. And they can be deboning, they can be cleaning, they can be vacuum packaging, they can slice the meat, they can make hamburgers, meatballs, nuggets, so they can have all the experience. I can also, and the other students, they ask me to explain a little bit about the administrative, the economic part. So I explained them how we made the cost of a product, how we made the margin of a product to sell, how it works on the economic part. And it was for me also interesting to realize that they want to know the end part of the product. They can be in the restaurant, they can understand how to explain to people about our products. They can be in the store, because we also have a store of the products that we sell, not only our meat, but also our cheeses and other cheeses, chocolates from the Azores, and all the kind of things that we produce in the Azores. So it's a market where people can buy Azorean products. And that's a different way for the kids also to understand other things that we produce and how we can agglomerate everything and make it work. And then we have the farm, so they can milk the cows, they can feed the animals, they go to feed the middle-sized animals, they can cut the grass, so they can have the completely experience of the business.
Wow. So to clarify, it sounds like there are certain things that you want to make sure that they have experience with, but if they have a particular interest,
Yes.
can they request
Yes.
that focus?
Yes. They asked me, one of the students were more economic, and they said, I want to learn about the rest of the things. And I explained, I have clients for the Horeca, I have clients for the retail. I explain how it works in the company.
So if they're interested, for example, that student who was interested in the economics, they didn't stay the whole time in economics, did they? You also made sure that they had experience in other things?
Yes, exactly. I think it's important. Well, the most things you know, the most complete the information you have, better you can do economics.
Absolutely. So is there a difference, like Fresno State students that you've met in terms of their preparation? Is there a difference that you notice with those students?
The first student that was on the meat part, I didn't spoke a lot with him because he really wanted to learn practice on the factory. I just spoke with him in the introduction and the last day. All of the students, I must say that I was really very happy with the way they were educated. Very correct, good morning all the days, thank you very much in the end. So all of the students, that's, I think it's good to hear. I like when someone say that my kids are very educated. That's for me the best compliment that they can, and they were like that. But these 4 students that were here last year, they were very committed with the project. They really want to learn. They want to make questions. They ask also about the Azorean roots. Why, Helga, why did you start this company? They were very interested for the business.
So what do you get from your involvement in this project? Why do you do it?
Okay, so we are 3 sisters. And usually I'm the only one that likes to receive people from the outside. And the other sisters always tell me, Helga, we have so much to do. Why you are always receiving? Because I receive kindergarten, I receive from the 1st to the 4th grade, from the 5th grade to the 12th grade, and also some students of, I like very much to receive those classes of students that have some problems. You know, if they have social problems, I like to receive them because usually I receive a group of students that don't want to be there, and I end up with a group of students that want to learn more. And in that day, I have the feeling that I did something for someone, that I put a little seed and that it can make the difference. I don't know if it will make or not, but I saw their involvement with the history, with what I explain. I know they realize my love for what I do, and some of them said, one day I can do, and I can speak like her. So if I make it, I'm already doing my work, and it's very good to feel it.
Well, sure, and I would imagine too, you know, working with students from another country, you give an opportunity for them to learn about a nation and a people they would never know anything about otherwise. And
we learn together.
Yeah.
I also learn about them. So it's a process of both people.
So are there any special memories that you have of a particular student or a particular day?
About the Fresno students?
Yeah, about the Fresno students.
Okay, well, I have a good experience with them. I was giving them a ride, always to the factory and returning to house. And they start looking to my car and they said, oh, it is a manual car. And I said, yes, you guys never drove a manual car? And I said, no. Do you want to learn how to drive a manual car? And they said, oh, can we? And I said, of course you can. So I sit each of the students in the manual car. Today, I'm okay with my neck. But I have to tell you that it was hard because we were always like, and we never stopped. They were laughing one from the others. It was really a very funny experience. And they were so happy that I gave them that experience. For me, such a simple experience. And they were just, oh, Helga, thank you so much that you tried to teach us how to drive a manual car. It was a very good experience.
Did anyone learn how to do it well?
Well, Lucas did a little bit correct. Jacob also. The girls tried. It was not very easy, but okay. I was trying to teach them, because if they learn, I would give them the company car for them to come and to go. But they said, it's better not.
So do you hope to keep the company involved with this exchange program for years to come? I mean, do you see this relationship continuing for a while?
Well, while I will be in the company, I don't see why not. And if we can help, we are here to help.
And are there any things that you'd like to see done differently in the future?
Well, I think it would be important for the students to have autonomy in the way they walk on the islands, for also them to see the island. So if they have a car, not manual, but automatic, because they already, much of them have drive license. It's very easy to drive on Terceira. It's a very calm place. And the first week, I understand that they have to know the ways, but then they can have some autonomy, and I think they will have a better experience, because during the weekend, then they go to swim and they go to do other things. I think that can be improved, but other things, I think it's okay.
Because right now, they're chaperoned, essentially, right? They're driven around.
Well, yeah, we have to go pick them, and we have to go take them to the place where they're sleeping, so they see the city, because they can go by foot. But the islands, they are very climbed, so you go up and down and up and down. And sometimes I feel that they don't see enough things if they don't have a way of going there.
Right. No, that makes perfect sense. Well, you know, we talked a little bit about what they do. I didn't ask you, though, how many hours is the average day? Do they start at 8, end at 5? Or what?
Yes, they didn't make the 8 hours. I think it was 7, but they started 8 o'clock and they went out 4 o'clock, because usually they have something to do in the city hall, or so it was 7 hours per day. But they were completely on the routine of the factory. So I picked them up in the morning, they go to the factory, dress themselves. It was funny, because in the last week, all of them asked me, can we keep our clothes? And I said, yes, of course. So they were really happy to have the worker clothes of Quinta dos Açores. It was nice to see.
As a souvenir?
Yeah, exactly. They said it was really important for us. And I said, okay, no problem, you take it.
So have you stayed in touch with any of them?
Yeah, when they return, I send them an email. I hope everything was okay with the travel. If you need anything, you have my contacts. I also stay with the contacts of the students. And well, they know that they have always an open door here in Terceira. And I also think that I have an open door in Fresno State.